Alright guys, I'm back at you again, and we are gonna do some of this Hall of Fame game. We're not gonna do the whole thing. We'll probably do, you know, the first, second team guys. Well, I guess it would be technically the second, third team, because not a lot of guys on the first team are actually gonna be playing. So we're gonna check out Carson Beck and Haynes King, and we'll go from there. So right now the Cardinals got the ball. I think this is Haynes King. Oh, why is this going so fast? Pretty sure I put the playback speed slow. Hold on. Oh, it's going slow. It felt like it was faster, but I would like it to be even a little slower. It feels like it's more sped up than normal, in my opinion. Let's see that again. I didn't really get to see what happened on that one. Alright, so pass pro. Left tackle's not really getting depth. The inside, they're struggling. You got guys blocking with their backs. Like, I don't know what this guy right here is doing. Like, what's he doing? That makes no sense to me. What is he doing? So the inside guys, it looks like the right guard and the center just get blown up over here. And it's 3-on-2. That's the crazy part. You got 3 guys on 2 guys, and you're getting blown up. So that's not good at all. Alright, it's going a little too slow. I think 50 is fine. Alright, let's go to the next play. We see it better here. Look at the guard and the center. You even got help from another guard, and you still got beat. So it's all bad. That's really bad. And let's check the Cardinals out on this play. Looks like the pass rush really isn't coming through as hard. And it's third down. On the 3rd and 2, this is just a drop pass by 86. He runs a slant pattern. Let's see if we get a replay on this. Yep. So watch him. He runs the slant. Let's pause this, actually. So we got a slant coming. Defensive back just jumps it. He beats him to the spot, breaks the ball up. Really, it's a drop, but the defensive back hitting him and just being there doesn't help. You know what I mean? But he did drop that, if we're being honest. Like, he flat out dropped that. Alright, so let's keep it going here. So they run the slant, and then the corner comes in. Well, you know what? I'll take that back. It wasn't a straight up, like, he just dropped it. It was a bang bang play. Slant pattern, ball's on you, but the problem is defensive back is on you at the same time the ball gets there. So it's just a hard catch to make, you know what I mean, in the NFL. In fast motion, like when it's going like that, it looks like he just flat out drops it, but he literally got played. That was a great play by the defender. It was a better play by the defender. The thing the offensive guy could have done, he could have came to the ball more and come to the football, help out your quarterback. You might come down with it. Felt like he was drifting from the ball a little bit. This is just, you got to field that. Number 23 should have fielded it just to keep the ball from bouncing further back. You could have gotten at least to the 10-yard line maybe. But now you're at the 3. When it's bouncing up there and you have a chance to catch it and help your teammate or your team out with field position, you got to get the ball. All right, this is good right here on defense. Bad on offense. So right out of the gate, you see the center just takes a dive right there. Center's on his face. So now this allows the D tackle to come right over and just destroy the gap for the running back. But at the same time, the running back, if he got some blocking here, he could have hit this hole right here, and this could have been a big-time play. But the center not making the play or falling on his face is the reason why this play ain't going to work. Now let's see it again. Watch the center. I think he tries to dive, and he just... Nope, he just gets his ass kicked. He just gets his ass kicked by the defensive tackle guys. This nose tackle just kicks his ass, runs the center over, and stops the play in the backfield. Number 95, guys. That is a play right there. Wow, I like that. That is nasty. The guy like that can play on my team any day. If you're gonna come in and kick the center's ass like this, watch this. He kicks his ass. Center can't get his arms around. Stumbles, trips on the guard's feet. So okay, I take that back a little. He still kicked his ass, but if you look back here, guys, the center literally tripped on someone's foot. But that's on the center. You got to know where your guys are at all times. This is the NFL. This is the NFL, guys. As the lineman, you got to know where your guys are. You got to know how close you are. You got to know your splits. You got to know that you don't have much room to step that far on his second step. Look, his second step, you know damn well you cannot step that far over. You're going to injure your teammate. Right here, you could have injured him right there just by not knowing where you are on the field. That's terrible awareness. As a lineman, you got to know I can't take a wide step because I'm going to step on my teammate. You got to know that it's got to be short, choppy, powerful steps, explosive steps. It can't be long, elongated steps at all. You can't do that. You can't, and then on top of that, it ruins your base. You get no strength when you get so wide with your legs. You don't want to be that wide. So this is just all bad. Like, if he just does the right technique here, he just won't get his ass kicked as badly. He just doesn't follow his technique that he's been following his whole life, basically. He just throws it out of the window. All right, next play. This is the play after, I believe, after that big play. Haynes King lofts it up, one-on-one. But that's what you do, guys. 3rd and 12. If you don't, because the defense isn't going to give you anything at the sticks. The defense is going to basically be over aggressive and basically say you're going to have to throw it over the top to beat us. And if you can do that, then they'll tip their cap to you. That's how you play that on 3rd and 12. You don't give up an easy first down. You make them have to beat you deep if they're going to beat you. All right, next play here. Looks like a false start, uncalled. Not much of a rush. You got 2 guys open on the ends. Yep, he hits the running back on the opposite end. But not much of a gain there. We'll go to the next play. Not much happening on that. If we're being honest, the read he should have made was the tight end. I'll go back just to show you guys what I mean. He made the wrong read. But this is what you expect from second team, guys. The read is here. This is the read right here. You always look deep to short. I think he could have caught this here. You throw it to him right now, right? Let him get it. Turn up field. You might not get the first, but guess what? You'll make it 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, and now it makes it easier for you. Now, you throw it to the shorter guy. The running back catches it here. Now he gets tackled behind the line. Now it's 3rd and 9 again. Or at worst, or at best, 3rd and 8. 2nd and 8. Well, yeah, 3rd and 8 because it's 2nd down now. See what I mean? If he throws it on time, and also at the same time, another read he has, if he doesn't throw it so soon and lets the play develop, this post right here ends up breaking open. If he just waits a second, the post opens up right in front of this corner. So if he's just a little patient, he could hit this guy on the post right after he passes the linebacker right here. So it's just... This is impatient. I don't like this play. I know he had 3 touchdowns. I know it's hindsight, but the preseason's when you try to like figure things out, and this is where you got to make this throw, guys. This throw is open all day long. Those are the throws that get you a starting job. And dare I say, guys, the wheel's open as well. Look at this wheel. Look at that wheel, guys. If he throws a back shoulder throw right here to the wheel, catches it right here, now he's, another 5-10 yards. Maybe you make a move on the corner and you keep going. Who knows? But the point I'm trying to make is this is the NFL. In the NFL, you got to throw the ball down the field. These short passes are not going to really help you unless you're on the goal line. The only time these passes really help you is when you're 20 yards and in and you're able to just chip away and get closer and closer. Or if it's like a 3rd and long and people aren't expecting a short pass, you get a short pass to go deep, You know what I mean? Or maybe first down, sometimes that'll work. But, like, right now, you're on your, 34-yard line, and you're throwing a short pass on 2nd and 8. That's not really what you're supposed to be doing. That's what I mean, the IQ of football. Having that IQ, knowing what to do at certain times. That's just not what you would do there. All right, let's go to the next play here. We'll do a few more plays. All right, so they're punting it off. We're not going to spend too much time on the punts, even though they've been very good punts. So far, the last 2 punts have been inside the 5, so that's very good. But they spent too much time on them, though. All right, so now let's see it. Pass play. He hasn't even looked to the left, guys. This is not a good... Even though it might be completed, I don't like that he just kept looking this way, guys. And he threw that way. What he should have done, just look to the left. Look to the left. Move the safeties. There's probably one safety back there. It looks like they're in cover 3. So say this is the safety. You look to the left. Now this safety is going to take a few steps this way. Now you look back right and throw it where you're going to throw it. Now this safety has to come from over here and turn around, speed turn, and run back to the ball being thrown. But the problem is, it might not be a problem now, but when you play the ones in week 1, you're not going to be able to do this. Because if you're looking right already, now this safety's already cheating to the right, and you throw this way anyway, he's already cheating that way. Against the ones, that's going to be an interception, a broken up pass, an injured player, who knows. The point I'm trying to make is you got to look off these safeties in the NFL. We're going to see a lot of these mistakes in the preseason. He didn't look to the left one time, guys. And somehow this guy still gets open and the safety never gets there. That shows you that they're just not really ready. There's no way this pass should have been open, guys. Look at this. They're in cover 3. This guy is backing off. Right? Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. This corner over here, who you can't see, is here. He's backpedaling. But what I think he did is I think he runs up and bites on this hitch. But the problem is this is a hitch, and then he goes on you. So as a corner, you're in cover 3. That is not your responsibility. You would never in a million years jump a hitch. That's the linebacker. This is his job. He should be jumping that hitch and being underneath it. As the corner, you'd be deep. You got the deep half. Where do they end up throwing it? The deep half. That's what I mean. Some of these guys are just doing their own thing. They're not really following rules that you've learned in high school or even earlier. So now the corner jumps on this hitch, bites on the hitch, and now it's an easy throw right over his head. And now I realize why the quarterback didn't turn his head away, because he saw the corner bite. Once he bites, it doesn't matter where you look. You just got to get the ball to the freaking receiver. The safety won't get there as long as you throw an on-point pass and don't float it, which he does here. And you see the safety's already past the hash, so that tells me he was already on a beat on the ball. But it doesn't matter because this corner overplays. Now let's see what happens. He catches it, cuts inside, but gets tackled. It's as simple as that, guys. There are rules in football you need to follow. And here, we'll get a better look at this corner right here who jumps the route. This guy jumps the hitch and then has to turn and run. Look at that. Why would you bite on that? I think that was a scripted play, guys. And that's why I say the NFL is scripted, because there's no way that you would jump that in a cover 3. Even in man coverage, you wouldn't jump that because you don't have help behind you. Now they throw it over your head. What are you going to do? You can't do anything. Next play. So, what was this, 2nd and 5? I like that the quarterback pushed it deep because you got this guy open right here, and then you got this guy open. But he said, you know what, coach, I'm going down the field with y'all. Hits him right down the field, guys. That is an NFL throw. And the defender's on his back, so you can't tell me that wasn't good defense. That's a hell of a throw, hell of a read, anticipation. That's a guy that's been playing this game a while, and he had 52 starts in college, I believe, Carson Beck. Look at this ball. Spiral, confidently throws it, knows his guy is going to get there. That's what you need. Who knows? Arizona might end up starting Carson, 24-year-old. Now they're just going to run it in, it looks like. Dude got right through, but he couldn't make the tackle. He falls on his face. Let's back it up right here. I don't know what dude did here, this guy, if he falls on purpose or if he gets tripped, but he literally has him in the backfield and just falls on his face. So, I mean, I don't know what to say. Now he just walks right on in, guys. All right, let's do a few more plays. Uh-oh, they're showing a kickoff. Usually when they show these, it's because something big is going to happen. Let's see if a big return happens. So far, the lane responsibilities are all over the place. You got guys all over the place, but they still made the tackle, surprisingly. All right, so we'll probably do this up until halftime. So, Haynes King, nice little naked bootleg, but let's check out what the defense did wrong here, guys. Because for every successful offensive play, there's an unsuccessful defensive play. What I think happened here, I don't know yet. I think this guy, the defensive end, probably crashes inside, and that allows the quarterback to roll out by him, and the running back, I think this guy ended up slipping by for the pass with the rollout. So I think that's what happened, because that's usually what they do. And what should have happened is this guy should be playing outside leverage and keeping the quarterback from rolling outside of him. Now that would keep him inside, and now the quarterback would have to look elsewhere or throw it over this guy to the running back that ended up catching it anyway. But the point is, you can make it harder on the quarterback rather than just crashing inside and making it easy on him. Let's see what he does, number 9. Yep, he crashes inside. I don't even know where he's going. It's almost like he's going to chase the reverse, but the problem is I have with that's not his responsibility. If they run a reverse or whatever it is, a counter this way, you already have a defensive end on this side right here that's responsible for that. Backside defensive end, you're responsible for the reverses. You're responsible for the cutbacks. You're responsible for the rollouts. So if you're in your position where you're supposed to be, this play that happened shouldn't have worked because you should have been right here. You know what I'm saying? If he was right here, let's see what happens or what it would look like, because he's just not in his right spot. If he was right there where that line is, now the quarterback has a guy in his face. Or he would be able to take the running back away, and now you can't throw this pass. But instead, it's a big 20-yard gain, all based in stupidity. Like, none of this had to go down like that, but when you do your own thing, that's what happens in the NFL. All right, so we got a touchdown play being drawn up. Let's take a look at this. Play action, 41 plays. Oh, he falls somehow. Should have had contained, doesn't. Now Haynes King has a wide open player. Well, not wide open. This is just a great ball, but he's just not able to come down with it, guys. That was a great ball. If Haynes King is playing like this, Bryce Young better have a great year, because this kid might take his job. Seriously. Oh, so I guess they called that a catch? Because how else did they get over here? Because what the hell? They must have called that a catch, guys. Or pass interference. Because how else would they get the ball at the 1? He didn't catch it, so it was pass interference they called. And they run it right on in. Alright, let's see if we can get another play that looks better. Alright, let's check this play out. Let's see how they play this. So, it looks like they're in man. Yep, this is man coverage. And bro goes for the jam late. That's just not good football. The corner is just, you got to turn and run. Why are you jamming him? He's just going to bounce off of you and run by you. That's just bad football. As a corner, you're already backpedaling. He's about to run by you. You wouldn't jam him. You would turn and run because you don't know where he's going to go. And clearly, he's running by you because he's already in your face. Like, usually guys that are that close to you aren't going to come back to the line of scrimmage. They're going by you. Like, you have to know that. Especially in the preseason. Like, this isn't a number one receiver that they can stop on a dime. He can make you think he's streaking, but he's doing a hitch. Like, no, that's not what this is, guys. This is preseason football. So let's check out this touchdown. It's just one-on-one tight end with a smaller corner, and that's what you want. It's a matchup. Carson Beck lays it out perfectly for him. The DB never had a chance. One-handed catch, magnet activated, right? Let's see if they activated it for him. We don't care about the celebration. We want to see if the magnet got activated. Ball gets thrown up. Let's see it. Wait for it. Let's see. Check out his glove. Yep. Oh, yeah. The magnets are active in the preseason. It is what it is. I don't even get mad at it anymore. This is what the NFL is, man. It's entertainment. Instead of getting mad at it, I just move along with it, and I deal with it. I take it as it comes. I will do this last play here. This is the defensive end again, number 9. Like, what are you doing? Why are you so wide? Number 9 should be making this play on the line. See number 9? You see how far he is? Why didn't he do that on that other play when they ran that reverse where he just crashes inside? Now, this is a play where I wouldn't be so mad at him to crash inside because this is clearly a run play. Even though you're scheduled to stop the cutback, if you do what you did on that play and run in and crash inside, you make the tackle around this area. But instead, he winds out, goes all the way around, goes to China, and then comes back to the stadium and ends up over here. Like, what are we doing? Who told you to do this? Overcorrecting. Now you're not even in the play. You're not worth a damn in the position you're in. How are you helping your team being where you were? You're not. That's my point. All right, let's see Haynes close this drive out, and then we'll call this a wrap. Wide open player. This is just bad defense. Look at this. You got 3 guys in an area but guarding no one. Let's pause right here. This guy fell for the play action way too long. He should have gotten off. Oh, he's on a block. He's jamming. So he's jamming. After you... Oh, that's that. This guy needs to get more depth. He needs to get more depth than that. I know he's coming from a long way, but he really is... He's only 2 yards off the line of scrimmage. You should be like 5. Same with this guy. They're too shallow. You got to be deeper. The hook to curl zone is 5 yards to 10 yards, depending on the depth, but at least 5. You're not guarding anyone at 2 yards, especially the fact there's no one there. This guy should be deeper. So should he about here and about here. If you're there, and that throw really is going to be a much harder throw if it's thrown. And then there's another guy back here who's in no man's land. This guy, like, why are you so far back? You see everything coming. You should have already been driving on that. You should have been 10 yards away. Like, this guy should have been blanketed by 3 of these guys waiting for this pass, but they're just not in position at all. Almost as if they just let him score. And he's going to walk right on in. And look at 31, whatever his number is. Doesn't even try to make an effort to dive and make the tackle. Just lets him in. Like, I don't think these guys understand that they're not guaranteed to make the team. So how do you expect to make the team when you're not even, like, doing the little things, like going to make a tackle? Let's see how close 31 was. Maybe he wasn't that close. Yeah, he was close enough where he could have tried. Guys, come on now. If any of you guys had an opportunity to play in an NFL preseason game, are you at least going to try to dive here and make the tackle? Like, I'm not going to say you're going to make the tackle, but would you at least make an attempt? Just try to see if you can get him. Would you see him and try to get him down, or would you do this, what this guy did? Just walk on by. Walk, walk, walk. Just walk on by. Is that what we're doing? I don't think so. And the fact that he was so far out of position, you would have thought he would have made up for it by running hard to at least put a hand on them, try to push them, something to show that you care about the sport you play, something to show that you're trying to make this football team. And that's just a great run up the middle. But guys are opening up the middle for him. We'll check this from the end zone view. Let's watch this from the end zone view. If they let us. They actually might not be an end zone view. Because the end zone view, I'll be able to show you what the lineman did. It's hard to see it from the side. Yeah, they're not even showing us what the lineman did at all. They're showing us, oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. He fumbled. So a good run turns into a bad one. Yeah, he just put that on the ground, guys. All right, guys, we're going to leave it off here. I don't want to do too much because it's preseason. The next game that we'll break down is probably going to be the Vikings or the Cleveland because we want to check out these young quarterbacks, see what they look like, and a lot of these rookies. So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to finish up the divisional stuff and the predictions. And then by next Thursday, we'll have more football out. And then we could break down some Vikings and Cleveland Browns tape and other young quarterbacks and teams that we want to check out leading up to week 1 and all that. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and get ready for another great season.